order to bring home communion to someone, first has to find something to bring that communion in. This is called a communion kit, and many churches have kits of various sizes and shapes. Some are a simple basket with a piece of linen in them. Others can be a little satchel. Other churches have kits that are given in memory of someone, such as a kit such as this. And these are often found in the working sacristy of the church in a clearly labeled area. The first thing you'll notice when you open up the kit is it's designed for a priest to bring into a home and actually celebrate the Holy Eucharist there. As what you are bringing into the home has already been blessed, the consecration of these elements has already taken place during the Eucharistic service, you'll find more inside the kit than you really need. So let's open up this kit and just look at those parts that you're going to be using. First of all, you'll see that there are two cruets. One would hold water and one would hold wine. We're not going to need the cruet holding the water. We are going to use the cruet holding the wine. In a moment, we're going to take this out into the church to the ambry, where we will fill it with consecrated wine. When one gets into the home, the kit also contains the chalice to pour the wine into for administration of the wine. Also inside the kit is a small bread box, which is used to hold the consecrated wafers. And this is something we are going to take out into the main church in just a moment to the ambry once again and put some consecrated wafers inside. There is a small miniature paten inside the kit, and this paten can be used to hold the bread during the service, if you would like to do so. Also is a small purificator when you get into the home again, which helps keep things neat, and we'll talk about that when we get to the section where we will actually be administering home communion. Basically, these are the only things you're going to need to find in the sacristy to take with you. So let's walk out into the main church right now with our cruet for our wine, our little bread box, and if we're lucky, I'm going to go into a cupboard behind me and find a little funnel which is going to help keep things nice and neat as we pour the wine into the cruet. Here we are at the ambry or tabernacle of the church in which the consecrated bread wine is housed, always under a lit candle representing the presence of Christ in the sanctuary. Our communion kit has conveniently found its way out here, as well as that little funnel I had told you about earlier. When one opens an ambry, it's always appropriate to take a moment and nod your head and to give a reverent pause as one invokes the Spirit and the presence of Jesus that one is entering into. We now transfer some of the consecrated wine into the small cruet that we're going to be bringing with us. We don't need too much, and it's always appropriate to help keep the end of all of the vessels clean by dabbing them with a purificator. This goes to be true for the small funnel as well, which we are going to cleanse later on when we come back at the end of our visit. The cruet of wine is now ready to go. Next, we will take several consecrated hosts out of the ciborium and place them in the miniature bread box here. The bread boxes of the communion kits vary in size, and you'll notice that this particular one takes the smaller host, as I've just put in, while some of our other kits would take a larger host that would not fit into the bread box. So please find the size host inside that worked best for you. And if at any time a piece falls out, remember, this being consecrated, one just consumes that reverently and goes on with one's task. The host is now in the small box. We put it in the communion kit. We return the ciborium to its place in the aumbry. One takes the purificator and puts that in the kit, as we will be needing it again before the service is over. Place that in the kit as well. We close the kit. We reverently acknowledge the presence of the sacrament in the aumbry. We close the door, and we can be on our way.